Welcome to SSP Still Standing Podcast, the one, the only BB Hollywood. Here with my brother, OG Real. How you feeling today, bro?
Hey, I had a good ass weekend. My birthday was on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Turned 31 years old. You feel
Yeah,
me?
old as hell.
Hey, not too
Old as
much, boy.
fuck.
Not too much, my
Oh,
boy.
my
'Cause
bad.
ain't,
My
ain't you
bad.
older than me?
We the same age now.
Oh,
Look
hi.
at you. Yeah. We on that.
So I'm so if I'm old,
Adjacent. But man, we got a jam-packed show today, man. Um, Today's title: Men should go to war. Hey man, we got a lot to talk about. I've been seeing a lot of videos on social media of women speaking about what men should be doing, and today our opinions might not be for you. I'm not gonna lie. If you sensitive, today is not for you, buddy. It's really not, cause I'm so tired of men tiptoeing around this shit just for the sake of just letting girls be girls. Sometimes it gets to a point where it's just like we all need each other
yeah,
and we understand that. The ones with common sense understand that
exactly.
we all need each other.
hmm
So, and then to even speak on what men should be doing when you're not even
A
the
man.
same gender. That's all. That's
That's
all. So
that's
we
it.
gonna get into it, man. We gonna start it like this. This video been going viral, bro, all over the internet. Let me get your raw opinion on this one, man. Let's see. Hey, shout out to the creator. Whether we agree, disagree, her information gonna be on the top right if you want to follow whatever she got going on.
Back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know the ones. I wish I could tell me then that I'd be married to like a whole ass pediatrician sitting outside in our backyard by the fire he built me drinking an old fashioned, waiting for him to come downstairs to join me because he's putting our kids to bed. Marry the nerd.
Oh, well.
Back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know.
What you mean? First of all, are you disrespecting yourself by that comment? I'm trying to figure out. By the way, that was still her decision to let this dude, whoever had dirty socks. I mean, you let yourself know where your value was at by that
Man.
first 5 seconds of that motherfucking video. So,
we
yeah,
gotta play that back. We gotta play that back one more time, man. We gotta play. I gotta hear this one more time, man. Hold on, bro, because maybe my ears are deceiving me.
Back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know the ones. I wish I could tell me then that I'd be married to like a whole ass pediatrician sitting outside in our backyard by the fire he built me drinking
you know
an
what's
old
really
fashioned,
crazy, bro?
waiting for him to come downstairs to join me
bro.
because he's putting our kids to bed.
If I'm the husband,
Talk.
even if that shit's true, why are you putting that shit on the internet? You
Talk.
devalue you are devaluing yourself by
Talk.
making that dumbass statement. If I'm the husband, I'm ashamed. Like, why are you even putting that shit on social media? I don't understand it. Like, why? What's the point?
It has 1.5 million views, brother.
Ooh.
Ooh. Shout out her. Validation.
Yeah. I don't.
Because
If
what
I'm
other purpose?
if I'm the
What other
husband,
purpose does that serve, gang?
no purpose at
What
all.
other purpose does that video serve? What message is that giving to women that are looking for husbands or young girls that come across your video on TikTok because the algorithm pushing it now because it's divisive?
That the person who is wearing those dirty Adidas socks ain't valuable, but at some point she was
Is
fucking
it
him.
though? Is it though? Is that the message you got?
Hey,
I see a lot of reminiscing when I seen her face. If we going off body language,
listen,
you in the backyard thinking about how them boys in them dirty slides took you to Pound Town, went crazy, it was clapping.
But at the same time, it making it seem like that past she had was some dudes that she felt like she shouldn't be fucking with. But for some odd reason, she was fucking with those dudes at that time. So it's telling me like, why are you disrespecting the motherfuckers that you let inside you? Now, just because you married to a fucking pediatrician now. At some point, you felt like this dude was valuable enough for you to open your motherfucking legs up to. But now you married to a pediatrician. Oh, pediatrician.
That built the fireplace and the cozy fire she got and a nice little view. He built that, guy. That's what she said.
I don't give a damn what the
That's
fuck.
what she said, bro.
I'm the husband, bro. I am embarrassed, bro. 1.5 million views. Come on, man. I'm embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed, bro. Like I wouldn't even if it's true, why the fuck are you saying that? You do realize that
when I think about what you said,
you do realize that no one knows your past for the most part unless you say it. For the most part, unless you got some motherfuckers that got video evidence of you doing X, Y, and Z, if you shut the fuck up, people would not know what your past was like unless you say it. You know what I'm saying?
You right though, guy. You right though. You right. And then just think about the disrespect to the husband and everything and the effort he didn't put into that to get to his career, to obviously be handy with the toolkit and be able to build something for you to be able to sit back here and brag on it. What does that say to him to even bring up that quality of man in your conversation?
She said, what she say? Get you a pediatrician. It made it seem like
she said married.
He a square.
Talk to the nerd.
Talk to the nerd. Talk to the square. I feel like in that sense, it's like, I don't know, when people say squares or pediatrician or X, Y, and Z, like them niggas ain't like
they square to the social circles, gang. Obviously, what I'm getting from is you used to be fast or a little bit careless with your body. And at that time, that was what you sought value in. And the guy that had his head on straight, the guy that had a plan, the guy that knew what he wanted for his life, you shunned him and was pretty much like, I'm not interested until life set in or until you said, oh shit, I see what he's trying to build. I see where he's going.
Yeah.
So let me hop on this train. And that guy is more willing to give that girl a chance because they've been so focused on creating the future.
Yeah.
And that's the dynamic for a lot of men, bro. They really don't get on until they get older.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I feel like this message needs to be shown, because I feel like that's just telling the girls that you can fuck around and you can fuck the nigga in the dirty slides. Just, hey, don't forget later down the line when you looking for somebody, go look for the nerd. He gonna be more willing to accept all that. He gonna tell you whatever. I don't care about your past.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, bro, that's so disrespectful to that man.
Yeah, it is.
I might agree. That might be her whole reality at the end of the day. That's her truth. I'm not saying she can't have an opinion, but bro, be respectful to the people that put you in place in life.
Do you know who she married to? Did she show who she married to?
I didn't think, but he was on social media. It can't be.
Listen, bro, I got a feeling. I got a big feeling that she was fucking with niggas and she switched sides. And she got.
I ain't even doing all that. I ain't gonna do it. Listen. I may have thought it. I might have thought it. Gay. I might have thought it.
What I used to dibble and dabble in when I was fucking with those dudes in those white slides and those dirty white socks. Now I got a pediatrician. That sounded like Nick. That sounded like old girl was fucking with niggas, and it was cool when she getting her shit. She getting her shit beat the fuck in, Then when she realized, like, dang, like that's all they really want for real.
That's all they want from me.
That's all they really want for real. And now I met this kind, gentle white man. He's a pediatrician.
But we can't say that. That's just opinions. That's opinionated. We don't know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might be totally wrong.
It might be off. It might be a brother. We don't know. It could be anything. And no matter what the race is, no matter who he is, it's still disrespectful at the end of the day.
It is.
Because all she could have said, bro, all she had to say was, you know, hey, I might have overlooked him because he wasn't status quo. But looking at what he's been able to provide in my life, looking at the love we have, do not overlook a guy because you think that he's a nerd. She could have said it in so many different ways that was still respectful, that still highlights that man and what he's done for her in her life.
Exactly.
And this is coming from two guys that's been married, you know what I'm saying, like that are married right now in real time. And I don't even know this guy from a can of paint.
No.
But at the end of the day, bro, shit like that, that's not how you honor your husband. Especially if he did all those things that you're saying that he's done.
Like I would never say in a video, man, I used to fuck with hellos. Now I got me a good wife.
Come on, man. And then if y'all ladies seen that.
Come on now. Man, my roster used to be, I used to have
crazy.
I used to.
They had to hang my jersey up in the rafters.
Right. Hall of Fame. 81. Hall of Fame numbers.
Kobe's 81. Boy, it's out
boy. It's out the mud.
Kids. But nah, though, that just goes to show the respect that we have for our ladies. We not perfect husbands by no means. But I'm not gonna. Now, I didn't have a few gripes with my wife. Don't get me wrong. Some of my content in some videos, like on TikTok and shit, I might speak on just the general situation.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be out here like, man, back in the day when I used to have them the thick hoes, and you know, man, I used to go crazy. You know, I might have overlooked her because she was like, bro, that's crazy as hell, bro. To the mother of my kids. Like
exactly.
Like, especially on the internet. Like, we don't have no idea. And that's why I ain't gonna go too crazy on her, because also you don't even know her real life situation. You know, a lot of people perpetrate on the internet. I just more so brought it to you to see what your outlook was on it, because that is a lot of females like perspective on it, bro.
Yeah,
that married the good guy.
I don't like that, bro. I don't like that, because then it would make it seem like you want to have as much fun as you can until you feel like, until you want to settle down, and then when you want to settle down, all that fun shit was cool, but I don't want to actually like stay with this person. That was just a good time, but I see that this person got his head on his shoulders, X, Y, and Z. I want to marry him. Like I ain't with it, bro. I ain't with that. I ain't with that.
I'm not gonna say, we ain't gonna say predators and no shit like that. Like they be trying to label women, but they kind of give off like finesse vibes at the end of the day. Because you know he more willing to accept you, for who you are and what you've done, and more so because he just not a social butterfly. Yeah, he don't have that confidence to really, you know, the self-awareness or self-confidence to be like, you know what, or if you did all of that in your life, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how we're going to align.
Or it could be one of the things that's like, she can be able to tell him certain things that he hasn't even experienced to judge her off of, because he hasn't done those things. So he's more accepting of it because he hasn't dibbled and dabbled in that shit himself. He ain't no club going guy. He ain't no X, Y, and Z guy. So when she said, this is what I used to do, he gonna overlook that shit because he hasn't been in them trenches, been in the club, knowing who them 3 or 4 was, knowing what the fuck they was doing, knowing what to look out for. He on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
But that also mean you green as hell.
Yeah.
Because at any moment that she get tired of this, any moment that her feelings cannot subscribe with this,
yeah,
boy, she going factory reset on your ass, boy. She going right back to the default settings on your ass, boy. It don't matter what you tried to do.
Yeah.
So you do have to be aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you do have to be aware. I'm not saying you need to keep a tally on her body count and be all in, you know what I'm saying, her business, but it would behoove you. I'm gonna use some military lingo real quick. It would behoove you to kind of know what type of person she was before y'all started intermingling. Like,
I would say that she should be aware of the fact that a husband does not, most husbands, not all, most husbands don't like a woman broadcasting what she used to do in her past.
for
knowing
sure.
knowing the type of man that she's with now, I would never in my life say, hey, what I used to do with whoever or anything that has anything to do with me being with another woman in the past, talking about XYZ, I would never do that shit. Just off the fact that, like, you are married. There is a image that you need to be able to keep as a married individual, male or female. Right. There is a image that you need to be like, all right, there's a level of respect that you have to be able to give your spouse to not say this stuff on social media, to not say this, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. So, bro, I'm gonna switch it, man, to our boy. See what you think about this one, man. Shout out to my dog Shabubi, man. Make sure y'all tap in on his social media.
And nowadays, it's like it's getting so fucking annoying. I just saw a clip on TikTok, and I don't know if this shit was for shit and giggles or niggas just trying to make content or just talking just to talk or where the fuck it was. This black dude, right, asked this dumbass fucking question. He said, is it appropriate for a grown man to lock his front door? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, my nigga? Like, this is the problem with fucking podcasts. This is why I haven't started one, because I'm learning more and more about podcasts. It's not just fucking talking. Let's have like actual engaging conversations. I'm all for debates and shit. But nigga, when we just saying like dumbass shit, bro, like legit dumbass shit, that's the shit that grinds a nigga's gears, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? That dumbass question.
Hey, me and Shabubi, me and him, we had a conversation, man. I was like, he was like, that's why he told me, he said, man, that's why I respect y'all podcasts, because like y'all actually have substance, bro. Like, y'all, like, I already told him, I said, man, listen, I'm not here to I don't have all the answers. I'm only gonna give y'all my story and give y'all my experience and give y'all like what I feel is the best thing that we should be able to do X, Y, and Z. But I ain't gonna tell nobody no shit like, as a man, should you lock the front door? Like, what? What the fuck? Like, what? Like, I just feel like there needs to be a level of substance. Like, we gonna talk about bullshit, but I feel like at the same time, there needs to be a level of substance. And also, there are some people who are, you can really brainwash people nowadays on social media. Like, you can talk about certain shit and you can actually make them believe this type of shit, the shit that come out your motherfucking mouth, depending on your following, depending on the type of person that you are. You can say dumbass shit and people will follow.
As long as you're confident
in that shit, people will follow that shit.
And that's due to the lack of self-esteem, though.
Right.
So when they portraying that and that confidence, that's that confidence you want. So you believe in it because that's something that you thrive for yourself.
Exactly.
And you so willing to go off that train, bro, that you'll believe anything.
Mm-hmm.
You'll believe anything, man. And it's kind of sad, honestly, but it just shows the lack of self-awareness for a lot of people. Like, what you feeding yourself. It's like what June said last episode with the algorithm. It's very telling for a lot of people and what they're feeding themselves. Mm-hmm. They don't even realize it. Like when you talk about that brainwashing deal. Like some people really have internet psychosis, gang,
Mm-hmm.
to the point where how we were saying last episode, the internet, obviously y'all don't know us in real life, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? As we grow this community, as we, get our tribe together, you will learn more about us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But ultimately, too, like people know as much as you want them to know,
Mm-hmm.
and as much as you give. And I do want to feed our followers some good soul food, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, man, we gonna talk some shit. We gonna speak on, sports and things that's not of importance. But it's a lot of stuff going on in the real world and a lot of narratives that's being ran with, especially with our community that we gotta bring.
Exactly.
So real niggas, I need the real men, real niggas. I need y'all to get on this internet, please. If you solid, if you really out here working every day, and you feel like you don't got no voice, where you want to, get a community on the right path, bro, please start something. Get your voice out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the powers that be that run this media junk, we see the agenda.
Yeah.
We see the message, and it's not for us. It's to diminish us, belittle us. So we need more people speaking up. We need more real ones coming out the wood. And I know how it is too, because a lot of dudes that's on their grind, they feel like they too cool for this internet shit.
Mm-hmm.
But once you break out of that and you realize that it ain't even about being cool, it's about the message and giving folks some real food for thought.
Yeah.
Putting something in their ear, giving them a little piece of ism. You know what I'm saying? Using the voice that God bless you with. The most powerful thing that God bless you with. Your voice.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, man, we need real podcasts. But I understand what my dog Shabu be saying, because it's a lot of bad quality content, a lot of hot takes for clicks,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of willing to sell your soul for some views.
Yeah.
And it get treacherous out here.
Yeah,
It get treacherous. But one thing about it, SSP not gonna switch up on y'all, man. Fuck them folks, man. Oh my life.
And I'm gonna let y'all know. We listen, all this council shit ain't going. I ain't going.
Us before we get
I don't give a
started,
damn.
bro.
I ain't going.
Let's do it now. So shit, we got our core audience, gang. Cause I'm not finna stop back from speaking my mind on some shit, bro. But I do got another cool little video, funny as hell, man.
Me and used to go to war. Me and used to do this. Me and used to do that. We also used to slap the shit out y'all ass when y'all mouths got slick too. You can't pick and choose what you want from the past from the man. If you want that shit from the past, you gotta get everything about everything. You know what I'm saying? Cause don't let a nigga get to saying, oh man, I wish we had the women from back in the day. Y'all gonna get to talking that shit, ain't y'all? Ain't y'all? Be 100. Let's be adults. Let's be 100. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like it, but you know the truth. Majority of y'all hate when a man has an opinion on anything that relates to a woman. So why the hell do we want to hear that shit from y'all? If y'all don't like it, why the fuck do we? You know what I'm saying?
So that's kind of been an ongoing conversation, bro. I don't know if women making jokes. I didn't see a couple of airheads that was looking like they was dead ass serious, but basically saying, men should be at war, men should be building, men shouldn't be on the internet. Yeah, men pretty much supposed to be doing. I don't even know, bro. The list is too far, bro. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out, when has it ever been cool for women to have opinions, but when a man has an opinion on anything, for the most part, it gets shunned. It gets like, you receive a lot more like, oh, he's sassy, he's argumentative, he's this, he's that. Because
But
if you
let's
want to
be
be real,
real. I don't think that that's even the case either about men having opinions. Because if we just go off history, men's opinion was the only ones that mattered.
so we going back to saying, so a woman can sit here and say, what she say? She missed when men was going to war. Why aren't men at war?
Like
Why
men
aren't you
used to
shut
go
the
to
fuck
war.
up?
Men used to go to war.
Yeah. Why aren't you shutting the fuck up?
But even that argument though, bro, let's just dumb it down to a first grader. When women even say stuff like that, they contradict themselves.
That's
What
crazy.
are a bunch of men? What are a bunch of men getting sent out to do right now as we speak?
It's men and women getting sent to war right now. Getting sent
But I'm
out around.
saying that's gonna be on them front lines combat. Come on, man. Let's stop.
Yeah, no. I'm saying it's like
It's men and women getting sent out, but what the men going to do?
the men are going to be the ones who are out there.
Okay, bro. I love the female soldiers. We support y'all. Every job is needed when it comes down to battling with your counterparts on the left and right of you. I get that, but who gonna be really putting the lid down range?
Yeah, it's gonna be the men out there putting belt to ass.
Okay, cool. Men not supposed to be on the internet. Who created Facebook?
A man.
Who created Instagram?
A man.
Who created Twitter, now known as X?
Should I keep going?
Nah, we gonna keep going. I want them to know who created the T app that was so hot for women to put red flags about other men.
A man.
Who created the goddamn internet?
A man.
Who built the infrastructure for these highways in all of these major cities?
A man.
You see what I'm saying? So even when it comes down to that conversation, I just want these women on the internet to understand it's unnecessary because you contradict yourself.
Yeah. I feel like we live in a country where, I mean, women nowadays in America, you know, they have the opportunity, they have the freedom to have these opinions because they live in a free. You live in America. You're free to have these opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like, have those opinions, cool, but also be ready for a motherfucker to tell you, man, shut the fuck up. Like, no, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give who out here saying men going to war. Like, who was praying for some shit like that? Like, who? Like,
it was a black lady that video first kicked off, but we don't even. That's the message, bro. And many women have agreed, disagreed, and for whatever reason. But you have to be honest about the world you live in if you're going to speak like that.
Yeah.
The very house or apartment that you stay in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, when has there been an all-woman living situation? Or they just tried to have a little island. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. It was like an island. I got to do more research on it. Or she wanted an all-woman island.
I feel like they did an experiment one time where there was all women, there was in the island or somewhere, and all men. Men were thriving, and the women were fighting each other because they wanted to be a chief, and it was too many chiefs and one enough Indians. So you know what I'm saying? Or men, on the other hand, they were able to work together because they found out who had strengths, what their weaknesses were. Who can do this better, who can do that better. Women, on the other hand, they were trying to be the boss. They wanted to have full control. So there wasn't any, this person is weak at this person is good at this person isn't, you know what I'm saying, X, Y, Z. Men, on the other hand, they was able
because
to figure
as a
shit
leader, you need to know who can do what. Who's hypo at what.
And I'm not saying all women are like that. I'm not saying all women are like
for sure. For sure, but it's not. But
during that experiment, it really showed like why, you know what I'm saying, men run the world and then women make the world go round. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
we need women, gang. we love women.
Absolutely. 100%.
Like, gang, a lot of what we do is for women.
I agree.
So when y'all spew these stupid ass narratives online,
I just
it
don't like the fact.
contradicts everything you say because ultimately,
and you say it was
bro,
a black woman who said
ultimately,
that?
bro, huh?
And you said it was a black woman who said that?
Yeah, the original video, yeah.
I don't fuck with
And that can go so many different ways, is how we want to break that down. But when you look at these people online or whatever, and they spewing this type of rhetoric, at the end of the day, you still know that they want a man.
Yeah.
No matter, like, oh, men used to do this and that, da 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 da. But if a solid dude with his head on straight approaches you and you're attracted to him, you still gonna go on that day, or you still gonna kick it with him. A lot of girls break their rules for a lot of these dudes just because they're attracted to them or just because they like them, and it's not necessarily for them.
Yeah.
And that goes back to our first video when she was speaking about the dudes with the dirty slides, where it's like, no, you want a man. It's just that the man that wanted you, or you know what I'm saying, the guys that really was invested in you was not your type.
Yeah.
And you can't understand why.
Yeah.
So now you rather spew divisive rhetoric all through, online and try to divide people because you're not getting what you want.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of women who have these strong opinions about what men need to be doing, like a good majority of them are single. I want to say this.
Or didn't have a father.
I really want women to stop taking advice from single women who feel like they have all these opinions about what men should be doing and they are single. Because if they was in a relationship, they would have a different perspective on that. Because you're single, you don't have a man. Why are you sitting here telling people what men should be doing? You're single.
Because misery love company. So if she can get more
single.
people on that negative bandwagon, then more people can be like her.
Nah. That's just like me. That's just like me being. That's just like me being single and me saying what married men should be doing.
Hey, listen.
Like what? Like what?
But that's the game that's going on, though, bro. That's the bait that's being put out. And guess what? They got that good bait too. Strong line, holding up. They getting all types of catch, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
And them gonna listen. Those type of women are going to be the same women who they may be aesthetically pleasing, but they're gonna be single with cats for damn near the rest of their motherfucking life. Those are the ones who may look good.
SSP is here. We don't want that to happen. We want fine shit to be married and to live a luxurious life. But because she courted right and she respected herself.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Women, we love y'all. We want the best for y'all. Y'all don't even understand what y'all want for yourselves most days. So,
and a lot of women, they're not even put in a situation where they could determine what they will be okay with and won't be okay with because you're single. Like it's a lot of things that I do that get on my wife's nerves. It's because it's a growing pain. Like it's some things I do that get on my wife fucking nerves. And guess what? It's a growing pain. It's some things that my wife do to get on my motherfucking nerves, but it's a growing pain. But I'm not gonna sit here and as a single person sit here and tell y'all what I'm not gonna tolerate, what I will tolerate. It's because you're not put in a situation where that shit is put to test.
But once again, bro, it comes to self-awareness, bro. You looking for the right answers in the wrong people. Like, oh, I got these people finna fix my window. I'm be right back. I'll be right back. But Hey, hold it down.
Hey, so I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of women nowadays are pushing this narrative of what they don't want, what they do want, what they will tolerate, what they won't tolerate. It's cool. It's cool to have standards. It's cool to have vision of what you want in a relationship. But the real test is when you're in them trenches with that person and you're able to look through the bullshit that you don't like. Like I said, it's a lot of things that my wife, she don't like. My wife, it's a lot of things my wife don't like. She don't like sometimes I'm a little mean sometimes. She don't like the fact that sometimes it be small, bickering stuff. It's not anything overly big. But I just really don't like when you have people that are on social media and they're sitting here time and time and time again, letting people know what they will tolerate, what they won't tolerate. A man needs to make this amount of money. A man need to do X, Y, and Z. They need to be 6 feet tall. They need to be it. Like, come on, man. Like, you're gonna forever be single. And the thing about it is, a lot of single women who are sitting here saying what they want, they're single still. So obviously something's not working. Have y'all ever thought to yourself that y'all are not listening to the ones who are married, who got them what they wanted? Y'all are listening to the women who are single and they're using their social media, they're posting these pictures of them being half-ass naked, they're doing X, Y, Z. The people that they want, those type of men don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want that at all, actually. They may want a good time. Cool, good time. You know what I'm saying? But like after that, nah.
Rock didn't hit my goddamn BMW. This boy talking about.
Oh,
Yeah. That windshield.
did it mess it up pretty bad?
Shit. Yeah, because it started spreading.
Ooh. There are women who would never disrespect their husband. There are women who would check people in front of other people about being sliding their husband a little bit. They gonna check that shit. Hey, no, or you're not talking about my husband like that, right? Okay, just making sure. This is mine right here. This is my husband. There's women who will do that shit. Then there are women who will definitely like be OD and do the most and belittle their husband and X, Y, and Z. And it's like, that video, it says a lot about their marriage in a sense of like, why would you publicly say some shit about your past and then say, I got me a pediatrician now. I got me this. I used to fuck with dudes that used to wear dirty socks and X, Y, and Z. I got me a pediatrician now. Like, come on, man.
How you feel about the patriarchy? How you feel about the patriarchy then? You know, that's kind of like an ongoing debate itself also. Like, what's your ideas on it? Should it change? Is it necessary for the patriarchy to change? And then seeing how some of these women take the freedoms they have now, would that benefit us if the patriarchy was to change? Not us, but just us as a society, not men. Like, let's just say women just got all the power in the world, right?
Yeah.
Like, does that help us as a society?
Does it help us as a society? I feel like
women calling all the shots.
I mean, because men in America, it's overran with men. So I mean, women has more women.
It's more women than men in the world.
Yeah, but it depends on where the men are at. There are women who are in certain areas, you know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to actual power,
yeah,
come on now. Like
let's be so like, I'm giving you the fantasy world that it's all women for the most part in the government. When president, vice president, kings, or queens, a head of kings. How do you feel like that changes society if Their ruling goes first.
How do I feel about their ruling goes first?
Like, if it was like that, like, do you feel like
I don't know.
we would
I
grow
don't.
as a society more?
I don't
Like,
know. Hey, if it happens one day, we're gonna have to just wait and see how it turned out, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. I don't know. We won't know unless we see it. To see what happens. I don't know, bro.
all right, I'm gonna
I'm
go
being
like
real.
this, then. Just based off how your arguments go in the household, right?
Yeah.
You say a lot of logic is out the window sometimes. We both can attest to that. So seeing just how these older white men moving right now, based off logic and emotion, what you think it would be like if the logic just goes out the window completely? Because hell, we could say that right now.
Yeah.
But we know how women operate. We both got wives. We understand, regardless how smart, intelligent you are,
Yeah.
like, they're still emotional beings, man.
Yeah.
So do you? I mean, you just yes or no question. You got to answer. I don't know. Do you feel like knowing that, like, that would help society with the decision making? Don't bullshit me, gang. Just give your opinion, man. Keep it pushing, man. Don't bullshit me, man. Don't shortchange me and don't give me no PC ass answer neither. I just want your answer. What you think, man? If it's a yes, this is why. If it's a no,
You saying if everything were ran by women, is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, the patriarchy completely flipped, man. Women-led society.
No, I ain't. I don't think women want that shit. I don't feel like women want that on their conscience of just all women want power. Like I feel like
okay, there we go. We can get into it. There we go.
I feel like I feel like women may not want that power. They may want the opportunity to have a say so, but I don't feel like they want that power to be the one in charge, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, like they just want the rights to be able to have an opinion on X, Y, and Z. They want a control of their autonomy. Like they want, you know what I'm saying? They want that, but I feel like having the power to X, Y. Nah, I don't feel like women want that.
Well, some women speak to that, how they don't like the patriarchy, how it's affecting our society today.
I feel like we have a lot of men who are making a lot of dumb decisions, and it is saying just because they're men, they're making this decision. I feel like it's a lot of just dumbass men making dumbass decisions.
But no, I don't think it's that, bro. I think that it's 10%. It's the 10%, man. It's 10% that's really calling the shot.
Yeah.
That's on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? They really got the resources and tools to make something happen. There's power. A lot of men, on the flip side of the patriarchy, a lot of men are not natural leaders. So the next level to that is just wanting to be around the power.
Yeah.
So you're willing to do anything to be around the power. We've seen it time and time again. If you go to the culture, you say like R. Kelly or somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? People was around him knowing what the hell going on.
And just let that shit slide.
Wrong, but they let it slide.
Yeah.
So when you talk about it's a lot of dumb dudes making decisions, I don't necessarily think that. I think it's one smart dude, and out of 10, the other 9 is just following the one smart ass dude because his decision making also led him to power, and he also got resources. So we're willing to do whatever to ride behind him.
Yeah. But then it comes to the point where like men are just being followers.
But every great empire is what? It's one great leader. Daniel Caesar. You know what I mean? Like it's just you have that art of influence, and you're gonna have a lot of followers. But see, too, men understand playing a position because, like you said, you know what you're good at, and you know what you fail at. You know
Yeah.
what you can do better on.
Yeah.
So you understand what position you can play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's part of the patriarchy itself, bro. The followers, the ones who don't have thought for themselves.
Yeah.
And then on the women's side, not ever really having a chance to voice your opinion, you know, fighting for your rights to fight for your place.
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to rights, this is just me, bro. I feel like this is my opinion. I don't feel like a man should have control or have a say so of what women should be having the opportunity to be able to do, like, or the decision of. I don't feel like a man should be like, hey, women, y'all aren't allowed to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Me as a man, I can't get pregnant.
Right.
So why the fuck am I making a decision for someone, and I'm the one who can't get pregnant? I can't
But
pregnant.
who telling women they can't do something like this and that now? Who's telling them?
All these new abortion laws, bro. What we talking about?
I get all right, not that we know
You know
because
what I'm saying?
we both agree that's
But
wrong.
these laws,
We
these
both
shit
agree
passed
we
down.
both agree that's wrong, right?
You
I'm
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about, and that should be overruled. Like there
Yeah.
shouldn't be a say so. But I'm saying as far as women not living in certain places, women not being able to work in certain fields. Who's saying
Yeah.
it? Who's saying that right now?
You said who's saying? I don't feel like anybody's
Yeah,
saying.
nobody's saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Now we both agree on the abortion joint. Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't no
Like
man and
anybody
no
who
laws
mad and
be
make a
able
comment,
to
he
speak
said,
on?
I feel like women should do X, Y, Z. Bro,
No,
you can't get pregnant. Why are you the
for sure,
face of these
for sure.
policies? And you can't even get pregnant. But I'm saying a woman can't. Oh no, you can't do X, Y, and Z. You can't do this.
Now the flip side to that, and just the realistic standpoint is, I don't believe that women should just be able to use abortions like Plan B's, gang. And I didn't seen that.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. You should not be able to tell a woman what to do with her body. But we see it all the time, just women having babies with dudes they don't have no business doing it. It get to a point where it say, why you keep opening your legs on this bullshit? We not speaking on the girls that get SA'd or none of that type shit. We not, that should always be up for abortion or whatever.
The thing that I have a problem with, the only problem that I have is, and it's still me speaking as a man. At the end of the day, just my opinion. If you are okay with the pleasure, you should also be okay with the consequences. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, if you
I
want
wish,
to
okay, so I'll say this. I don't want the law for abortion, but I do believe that the guy that also helped to make that baby should have a say so. The same way you have a say so to go to Attorney General and get child support.
that's a good argument.
And also, when the baby is born, it should be DNA test on the spot. Those are the two things that I believe should be going. Abortion itself, no. Should no man have a right to tell a woman to do with their body at all?
Listen, another thing. Did you know that if a woman goes to a doctor and says, I want my tubes tied, do you know that the doctor has to have the husband sign a consent in order for that woman to do that? But when I got my vasectomy, they didn't ask my wife for a motherfucking thing. They say, you want a vasectomy? Cool. We can send that motherfucker up. I just feel like women have to go through all these loops to get approved by a man before they're able to do something that they want to do that should be done just by saying, I want my tubes tied. Like if a woman goes to a doctor right now and say, I want my tubes tied, and she is married.
I don't think I signed nothing for my wife. Now that I think about it, I don't think I signed a damn thing. She just told me when the surgery was.
Man, listen, my wife knows some people who literally she wanted her tubes tied, The husband had to sign a consent form that says I'm okay with my wife getting in the getting her tubes tied.
It got to be something with that though, because I ain't signed nothing like that, bro. I ain't signed nothing but the baby shit. Now that I think about it, so I don't know. You know, I can't speak to that situation. That might be real as hell. I'm just saying, like, that's crazy in the first place. Because, like you said, I shouldn't have no say so on what you do with your anatomy, what type of surgeries you want to get. I guess we had too many kids. She just hit me real quick. She just hit me. So she said, this coming from the lady with 4 kids, my fine ass wife. She said, if you got 3 or more kids, and then based off the age, then your husband don't need to sign. So basically, they saying, hey, your factory, you didn't put out too many anyway.
Okay.
Your husband, unless y'all rich, y'all need to stop. That's what them folks.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that might be, right. They just had a couple, and maybe by law they gotta make him aware that you're not gonna be able to have any more kids. Because y'all are married though.
My wife did tell me, and I was like, that's facts now, because whenever I decided I want to get my vasectomy done, they ain't tell my wife a motherfucking thing. They just had me look at a video, and I had to sign some stuff, but my wife consented for she didn't consent to shit. Like, it was no paperwork for her to sign. So it's like, hey, but I feel like a woman on the other hand should still have that. Like, she should be able to do the same shit. That's all I'm saying.
For sure, bro. But when it come back to the patriarchy, like you said, I don't think women want that leadership role for real.
Yeah.
Because being an emotional creature, you're gonna have to make some decisions that's not best for your emotions.
Yeah.
I think that the conversation when it comes to patriarchy, especially for women, we already talked about the man side of it and just being power hungry and doing anything to be willing to be around that power. I think women really only speak on the patriarchy when it's something that affects their everyday.
Okay, give me an example.
Or it affects them in a negative way.
Give me an example though.
Like the modern woman not wanting to play the traditional role. So we just spoke about how women say men should go to war, men shouldn't be on social media, but we just broke down everything that a man invented. You see what I'm saying? That contradicts that.
Yeah.
But whenever it's fucking up their bottom line and the freedoms that they want, now it's about the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Now it's about, they saying da 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 da. But that's more so because of the lack of accountability sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
So you rather blame the patriarchy and the you know what I'm saying, the list of, the powers that be.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be accountable for what you saying or your opinion. And I feel like that's the luxury a lot of them do have, bro. Yeah. They get the excuse, bro, you a girl's girl. What girls be saying when I'm around you? I just want to cut my brain off. No. But the minute your leader or your husband says something that you don't agree with, you seen it with your wife, I seen it with my wife, bro. As soon as you say something that will benefit them, but not necessarily how they want to hear it or what they want to hear at the moment, because it's not feeding their emotions, guess what? Come on. So now the patriarchy all fucked up because I didn't hurt your feelings. Because I didn't hurt your feelings, gang. You see? So that's the only problem I have with it. Men being followers and not enough leaders. But then also I do think that's, men knowing their place.
Yeah.
For the most part. If you macho, if you alpha, if you can lead men. And men know if you perpetrate too. That's the thing about it. Like we can see through you if you on bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you trying to lead me into a burning village. So, but shit, we got anything else on that one, bro? Yeah, lady, stop doing that shit. Stop disrespecting your man online. Stop looking for validation online. The internet is not a real place. Stop that stupid ass shit.
I feel like, what I'm saying, I would rather, and this is me, I would rather my wife disrespect me behind closed doors and disrespect me on social media.
I think that's most men, because like June said last episode, bro, nobody is 100% having their way.
Right.
Nobody. It's two
Nobody.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gonna have to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get and another thing, because we perceive disrespect as different than women.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're gonna get disrespected, and it's unintentional for the most part. If your
Yeah.
lady really love you.
Yeah.
So, you just got to be aware of shit like that, man. But shit, SSP finna switch over to the sports side. Ain't too much going on. A little bit of March Madness. And then they got the, what's it called? The USFL, UFL.
What that? USFL.
Bro, I had a proud dad moment last night, man.
Let me hear it.
Real, huh?
Let me hear it.
So shit, my girls, I get that strawberry lemonade, Minute Maid, motherfucker. Hey, shout out. We need the sponsorship, Minute Maid. Hey, but but Dominic Mysterio, he on there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio, little son, Eddie Guerrero's son. If you know, you know. And and the girls was talking about who is this on the box, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, his daddy Rey Mysterio, 619 SA.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
like, what's that? So
Oh,
I show
no.
him a little bit. I show him a little bit of Rey Mysterio and his classic spouts in the ring, man.
Yeah.
And they was like, this for boys, blah blah blah. I'm like, man, y'all ain't never heard of Trish Stratus, man. Y'all tripping. But but I pulled up some WWE 2 months ago, women's Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. Shout out to them. But I showed my girls. I didn't even know it was that many female wrestlers.
Man, they got a lot, bro.
They got a lot.
How did it? They have, and there's a lot of women who used to do MMA who want a lot of like things.
American Ninja, tumbling, CrossFit competitions.
Yeah,
bro. I seen a lot, bro. It's some athletic ladies, but shout out to them because my girls was locked in the whole hour.
For real?
The whole hour locked in WWE. I don't know which player that is. I don't know who, but she was doing the woo shit, doing the little woo. I don't know who she is.
Oh, that must be the Ric Flair daughter.
Oh, is it her? Is it his daughter? I thought it was something. It got to be Ken. She got the Flair in the name.
Yeah. Rest Ric Flair daughter.
Oh, she was doing them weak ass chest slaps. She did like 30 of them hoes back to back. Trish Stratus came out old as hell with all that makeup. It was another old school wrestler. Then all the young girls, bro, real athletic. It wasn't their best match. I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell it's a little bit faker than what it was back in the day.
Man, listen.
But my girls definitely was like, okay, like I see, girl. I want them to know, shit, you could do anything, bro. It ain't just the sports that I'm in. It's a whole nother entertainment world out here that you could be doing something.
Yeah, man. I really love that. Even like looking at my son, knowing that like I definitely try to push, because if I can have my son doing every sport that I feel like he good at, like he loves to flip around, bro. He be doing one-handed cartwheels, bro. He'll flip like I don't know what, bro. And I just love the fact that like I'm pushing for something that I never got a chance to do jiu-jitsu. Like I never did jiu-jitsu growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't do gymnastics growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just love the fact that like I'm pushing my son to be, hey man, be your best, do your best, do your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't never tell him what he can't do. So
nah, for sure, bro. That's one thing about it too. Me having a lot of girls, like knowing that they got athletic builds and things like that, bro. But also, like, if you got young girls, bro, this for any dad, especially the sons, bro. Just put them in sports. It's not that, you think they're going to be the national, whatever league you believe they're going to be in. It's really about the structure and then teaching your kids to be coachable and being able to have another leader like a coach correct them and understand that it's for the betterment of them and a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definitely why I want because I got my girl shit. They finna run track this summer.
Oh yeah.
You know, they in gymnastics. Like, I want them to be able to have a team, but also do things where they compete for themselves.
Exactly.
So they can take pride in what they're doing. But yeah, get your kids in some sports, man. We got the UFL, the Dallas Renegades, and the Houston Gamblers. This shit like some NFL blitz the league ass names.
I'm trying to figure out, man. That's it is are those the only two teams in Texas?
San Antonio might got a team, I think.
Man, come on, man. All these damn teams in Georgia ain't got shit.
In the UFL, they might got something. Oh, Blur. That was a nice little throw. But you know the UFL, Fox put a lot of money in the UFL now.
Okay.
So they gonna have some seasons going now.
And I just feel like they need to have something so I can be able to support my Georgia team. Give me something.
Nah, Birmingham be going crazy for their team.
Damn about no damn Birmingham.
I'm just saying I can see Georgia supporting them.
Listen, I ain't room for nothing in the state of Alabama. You hear me? Nothing. Ain't room for nothing.
I'm saying, bro, if Georgia get a team, then it would definitely get support. That's all I was saying, gang.
I'm waiting for it, my boy. Give me an Atlanta.
Oh shit! And they played up the street. I didn't even see where they was playing at, bro. This
You need to go to a game. Go to a game.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even know they was playing up there. Look at this man jump out the window for that weak ass pump fake. Come on, bro. That's not sound defense. That was not sound defense. He just put you on the highlight reel. You know, took the Kobe Bryant pump fake. Now I could definitely see this getting a bigger fan base, selling some jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, great defense. Great defense. Way to close in on the route. Use your hands right way. Oh, and that's cold too, because they the Houston Gamblers and they got the little poker chip with the H in that hoe. That's fine. That's nice detail right there. I believe, bro, the USFL and the XFL, they merged, bro. That's what it was. And then Fox put all the money behind them. So it was the two.
And they call them the UFL. Like
the Dallas team, they won a championship on whatever league they was on. The Birmingham team won a championship.
Them motherfuckers.
But they win every
damn year.
Huh?
I said they win damn near every year.
But that was on the USFL. I ain't kept up since it's been combined together.
Okay.
But shit, yeah, Birmingham be having them players, bro. I could imagine, bro, all the guys that like leave Auburn, leave Alabama, that might have not gotten any, you know what I mean, bro? That's an easy way to get a smooth, cold ass roster.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia right there, like you said, they don't got no team, so guys might want to.
Somebody to go to somewhere, goddamn. I mean, it ain't gotta be specifically Atlanta. Do some goddamn Savannah or goddamn.
Nah, for sure.
Valdosta or some shit.
Valdosta.
Something, bro. Savannah, Macon, something, bro.
Nah, Savannah, that might be a little spot, bro, for a little team, a little UFL team. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, man. Tap in, man. Like, subscribe, share. SSP Still Standing Podcast on YouTube. SSP Still Standing Podcast on Facebook. SSP Still Standing Podcast on IG. Still Standing Clips on Facebook. Man, tap in for the win on Twitch. BB Hollywood _ OG. Dutch Strange on Twitch for my dog and also on Facebook. Man, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back tomorrow. You dig me?